St. Andrew residents Ron Mitchell, Trevon Robertson, and Atiba Stanislaus, who gained international attention in February 2024 after escaping lawful custody and fleeing to St. Vincent aboard a stolen yacht, now await sentencing on a total of 2 indictments arising from the deaths of Ralph Hendry and Kathy Brendel. The prosecution is led by Director of Public Prosecutions Christopher Nelson KC, who indicated the Crown's intention to proceed on capital murder indictments when the matter came up for arraignment before Senior High Court Judge Justice Paula Gilford on Friday at the St. George's No. 1 High Court. The men were charged with capital murder in connection with the deaths of Hendry, 66, and Brandel, 71, between February 18th and 21 last year. The trio were offered lesser charges after being initially slapped with capital murder. Mitchell pleaded guilty to non-capital murder, while Robertson and Stanislaus both pleaded guilty to manslaughter. All three also pleaded guilty to multiple additional charges, including housebreaking for illegally entering the yacht where the couple resided in Grand Anse, robbery with violence involving the theft of the yacht, valued at over 1 million EC dollars, kidnapping of the American couple, and rape of Kathy Brendel, to which Stanislaus alone pleaded guilty. Representing the accused men were Jerry Edwin for Mitchell, who was 30 years old at the time of his arrest, Naisha John Diarra for Robertson, the youngest at 19, and attorney Arlie Gill for Stanislaus, who was 25 years old at the time of his apprehension. Attorney Gill spoke with reporters outside the court following his client's arraignment.
I believe that the arraignment this morning and the guilty pleas, basically they have followed where the evidence have led us at this point. In the sense that the investigations by the officers here in Grenada and those in St. Vincent have been quite thorough. And also too, the defendants, they have more or less confessed to the offenses as charged. There were only one issue which concerned Atiba Stanislaus and Trevon, that we were able to have a meaningful discussion with the learned Director of Public Prosecutions, Nelson King's Counsel, and he was able to, after discussions, agreed to them entering the pleas of guilty for manslaughter, having regard to their lesser role with regards to the death of the deceased persons.
Attorney Edwin also shared his view on the development.
That were entered this morning for manslaughter in the case of Mr. Trevon Robertson and Atiba Stanislaus, and non-capital murder from Mr. Trevon Robertson, justice has met this case. There were a number of other areas of offending, and the judge will sentence at the end of July.
The family of the deceased, represented by Brian Hendry and Suellen Desmarais, was also present in court. All matters have been adjourned to July 29 at 10 a.m. for sentencing. Reporting for GBN News, I am Nisha Paul.